I'm seeing buyers, and I think we might have talked about this already, but kind of buyers in that 2 to 2.5, 2.7 million are pulling back a little bit. People with money, 3.5 million plus, that's still moving pretty quickly, but interest rates are back up about a 0.25 percentage point as well, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of uncertainty with the conflict in the Middle East.
Yeah. I feel like we're kind of seeing like two different boats. It's either, hey, pulling back because we're nervous, layoffs, job, security kind of reasons.
Yeah.
Or for the same reasons, hey, I want to pull some money out of my stock or, put it more of a tangible asset.
Yeah.
And they're jumping in. So just kind of like either kind of one or the other.
Yeah.
I'm getting my ass kicked on all these houses that I'm writing
offers
on.
Really?
Because on one side, I'm getting a lot of clients being like, hey, lots of uncertainty, not sure if I should buy. On the other hand, the clients that I have, they're like, hey, ready to pull the trigger. I'm just up against 5, 7, 10 offers on these houses. I think the prime areas where it's a good house and anyone would buy in any market, those houses are just flying off the shelves still. Yeah. But the houses that have some nuances, like it's closer to a busier road,
right,
or closer to a train track, or backs maybe a school. But you
don't rule that out.
Yeah,
that could be hot too. But but some houses with some nuances are staying a little bit longer, or if not getting as many offers. But
what Jeet's talking about is we 2 or 3 weeks ago, house in Sunnyvale, had some clients really interested in it. What's funny is when I originally set up the search for them, I'll go in and like take out like stuff that I think are red flags on a busy street, backs to a school, things like that. So I X'd it. They said, hey, what about this one? It was one of the one I X'd because it backed to literally a playground, middle school. Yeah. And I'm like, oh yeah, if you're interested, whatever. Also Sunnyvale, so listed 2.3, listed on the lower end, comps. And the data said it was going to go like somewhere around like 2.7, maybe 2.8 if it got crazy. We write at, I think we come in at like, 2.65, like pretty strong, goes well over 3. Yeah. With 10 offers and a back to a school.
It would have been interesting.
And I'm like,
it would have been interesting to ask ChatGPT, how much should we offer for that house?
See?
And see how many times it gets it right or wrong.
Yeah, nothing logical about it. All the data was like, 2.8-ish if it goes nuts. And it went to the moon.
Wow.
Well over 3.
Yeah. And, and I think to your point, like you're saying too, I mean, our little bubble kind of resilient, right? I mean, there's war going on, there, prices are increasing, inflation's going back up, mortgage interest rates are going up, there's job uncertainty, but people are still going 800,000 over on a house in Sunnyvale that backs up to a middle school playground where they're going to be smoking weed and vaping every day.
I was like, what? Over $3 million? I even talked to a seller earlier in that kind of entry level, like 1.6 kind of price point. Great area, great schools. He's only been there probably like 7 years, 6-7 years. So like, hasn't even been there for 40 years is kind of what I'm saying.
6,
and he, it was the same kind of question, like, hey, how's the market, all this uncertainty? Like, do you think it'd be a good time to sell? And with like if the pictures on Zillow are similar to what he's saying are accurate, so like a pretty turnkey house, I can confidently say like, yeah, we priced this thing right in this neighborhood. It'll sell in less than a week. Yeah. Based off like our recent sales in that same neighborhood and all that kind of stuff. So like he's hearing all this stuff about uncertainty and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, hey man, like, I could easily say, you want it gone? 1 week we'll have multiple offers. And
even though there's pullback, there's still, to Jeet's point, I mean, still multiple offers on good properties. And I don't see that changing anytime soon just because of law, supply and demand.
Yeah.